Hey everybody, we're getting some folks indicating that they're having issues logging into the Microix site on their cell phone. Now obviously, as we all know, there's hundreds of types of cell phones and operating systems, so I don't have an exhaustive list, but two primary issues that we've identified have come up repeatedly, and these seem to be addressing the issue, so I wanted to share it with everybody versus trying to type out a written document where you have to follow along. So first thing we're running into is the Android phones, and we'll get to the iPhones here in just a minute, but on Android phones you can see the login screen here in that yellow box where it says logout. And this shout out to Amanda Wolf, because she's the one that actually shared this with us. That logout button actually goes across the length of the screen. Now you can't see that when you're looking at the screen itself, but for some reason there's kind of an imaginary or invisible box, if you will, that goes across the length of that screen. So what happens is you attempt to you access the menu and you're hitting low, so it logs you out. So people are becoming frustrated because they're like, I'm entering my information, I know it's correct, and I hit enter, and I get to this point and try and hit the menu, and it logs me out. So the recommendation is certainly access that drop-down menu or those three bars from the arrows where the green is, because that will get your finger high enough that you're not accidentally hitting the logout screen. Avoid the red area, which is the bottom, and you might accidentally hit that logout bar. So with Android phones, that tends to be the issue that we see most commonly. Now on iPhone, it's a little bit different, because iPhone registers that you're still in the system, even though you've probably logged out. Well, if you're like me, a lot of times, particularly on your cell phone, you just swipe and close it out. iPhone, the operating system says, well, you're still logged in. So when you go in to log in again, you get an error code, and it basically defaults back to that login screen. Had one of our staff today that he mentioned we were doing this multiple times before it would log in. What we're finding is you need to reload the page. So you can do that a couple of different ways. You can see at the bottom there's the three dots, and if you click that, it'll bring up the page or screenshot that's on the right, and select the reload button. That will reload that page as a new page, if you will, and then you should be able to log in using your login information. If you continue to have problems, I recommend that you go in and delete your browsing history. That's probably not a bad idea to do on a periodic basis anyway, as it will help delete some of that cache, if you will, and make your phone, particularly the browsing system, work a little bit faster or better. So those are a couple issues. Thanks to everybody who helped identify that. If you are using a system and you find another issue or a resolution, I would love to hear from you, because we want to share that with folks so they can reduce their difficulties in getting logged in. All right, thanks. That's all I've got for now.